the just uber reliable Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
First off, is it a pain in the ass to have your name and be in the public spotlight? Because you know exactly what
Michael
I mean.
McDonald amongst the other Michael McDonalds in the world.
Yes, like even in combat sports.
Yes.
Not only
it's
that,
not
your
that
name
much
is
of a
the
pain.
subject of in the 40-Year-Old Virgin. I'll never forget in that movie where
Yeah.
Paul Rudd walks in and says, "If you play this Michael McDonald album one more time, I'm gonna burn the place
Yeah.
down."
Yeah, amongst my I have a lot of older friends at church. I'm involved in a lot of men's groups and recovery meetings and all this kind of stuff like that. A lot of them are older men. So for one, it's a conversation piece amongst me and my friends. They'll always say, "Oh, you should come out to this Michael McDonald song" and all this kind of crap that. And we joke around about it. The only thing is I have to tell people, like, when they look me up all the time. I get like my friends at church and they'll be like, "Dude, I looked you up. I can't find you." Dude, you know how many Michael McDonalds there are? You got to say Michael McDonald MMA, or you got to say Michael Mayday McDonald. You get all the stuff you need, So it's not that bad. It's not that hard.
Your Wikipedia lists you as 5'8". This is always an interesting one because I interview a lot of pro wrestlers, and their heights are always jacked up because it's what pro wrestling does. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I'm a little over 5'8". I've measured myself a couple of times, and to my knowledge, I've come in anywhere from 5'8" to 1.5 to 5'9".
Yeah, it depends on what time of the day you're doing it too. Like.
Yeah.
It says you train at Oakdale MMA. Are you still there?
I am, yes. Yeah, I'm probably going to be there forever.
And that you're a BJJ black belt.
I am, yes. Under the Brazilian, under the bearing method. So my teacher is Tom Theophanopoulos. His teacher is Professor Rob Hamley. And then his direct teacher is Grandmaster Flavio Bering, which was a direct student of Elio Gracie.
It says that you started training in kickboxing at the age of 10, turned to MMA at 13, started your amateur career at 14. If that is true, where the hell do you get approved to fight an amateur at 14?
Smokers, man. You don't need no approval. Yeah, I just need a parent permission slip is what I needed. I started fighting kickboxing shows at 14, and then also amateur MMA, which was at that time was Pancration. Camo wasn't around at that time. Well, Camo is the California. I think it's California Amateur MMA organization, something like that. And there was no sanctioned amateur MMA at that time, so you put on a show and you'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna put on a show, and I'm gonna call 6 different schools, and we're going to put some people together and put some seats here, and there's not going to be any winners or losers because you can't legally do that for an unsanctioned show,
like
and then you're just
going
to beat each other up." Exactly what it was called, smokers. Yeah, so that's what I did.
It says that you graduated in 2009 from Grace M. Davis High School, where you're voted best athlete and most likely to succeed.
The most likely to succeed was true. The best athlete, it's not like in the yearbook when it goes, you're the best athlete, because in my yearbook they had most athletic, and I didn't win that. But there was a newspaper article in my high school newspaper that listed the best athletes in school, and I had number 1 slot, and my best friend had the number 2 slot.
What did you play any other sports in high school, or was it strictly like MMA combat related?
Yeah, that was the funny thing, because I was recognized as the best athlete in school, and I never once in my entire life competed in a school sport.
I was wondering because you were into this way early. You were doing the smokers.
Everyone knew about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody knew about my MMA, and I didn't talk about it, but my friends talked about it. I mean, when you start competing against grown men at 14, your friends start talking about it, and then before you know it, the whole school knows, just because they have big mouths, and so by the time I was a senior, everyone would, the whole school would watch my fights, and when I won my title, I'd go and show everybody, bring my backpack and show everybody at school and all that kind of crap like that,
Yeah, I had a teammate who, when he was 14, he would compete against adults regularly at grappling tournaments, and when he went up to shake their hands, he would always make sure to say, "Hey, I'm 14," just to mess with them, just to like kind of get in their heads. But Michael, best of
Yeah.
luck, and I want to thank you so much for taking the time.